Have you ever felt like your Poshmark closet is completely dead, like nothing is moving? That is exactly how my daughter Morgan was feeling. So I gave her a few pieces of advice. Nothing fancy, just very simple. And she had her biggest bundle sale ever. She sold 7 items in one bundle for $112. She was so excited, and I was so excited for her also. In today's video, I'm going to share the exact advice that I gave my daughter that helped her really increase her sales. Not only did she have that big bundle sale, but she's also been having more regular sales since. So it's really paid off for her. I wanted to create a video today with the exact advice that I gave my own daughter. So if your sales have been slow lately, hopefully something I share with you today will trigger something and help you increase your sales also. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. I've been reselling for 21 years on eBay and 6 on Poshmark, and I absolutely love it. I was full-time for many years, but now I'm really enjoying getting to resell part-time, be able to create YouTube videos also to share what I've learned through the years and continue to learn. Okay, so a quick backstory. My daughter Morgan is 25 years old, and she's been reselling on Poshmark a little bit here and there for about the last 3 years, but she hasn't been really consistent. She'll list a little bit here, stop, list a little bit more. So not too long ago, she came to me and she said she really wanted to make Poshmark work, that she wanted to make it a priority and really start getting consistent sales where it is a livable income. She had a couple days of listing and doing a good job with no sales. But I told her, just keep listing. Even if you just list like 2 or 3 items a day, if you list 3 items a day, that's 90 new listings a month. And maybe they're not selling right now. You're investing in your future. So it might not sell today, but it might sell a few weeks later. So I urged her, just set aside a time and be sure you list a little bit every single day, just 3 items a day. And she started doing that. And some days she did more. She did 6 or 7 items. And after she had been doing that for a couple weeks, she had that huge bundle sale, and it was so exciting and so motivating. And then after that, she started getting a lot more regular sales than she had in the past. So really try to list consistently. I have found I usually maintain around 650 items in both eBay and Poshmark. And if I go a week without listing, my sales are dead. I will go completely without sales for a few days. But as soon as I start listing regularly for a few days, they pick back up, and it might not necessarily be those items that I just listed, but somehow it just creates more activity. And this has happened over and over and over again. So keep listing even through those slow times, and it will pay off. Number 2, I told her, don't just list to list though. Don't list a piece of junk, something that's not going to sell, or something that you're only going to make $2 on. That's not worth your time. Instead, find quality things. If your goal is just to list 3 things a day, find 3 quality things to list, things that you might make $15 or $20 on. Get your items together, research the sold comps. The comps don't look very good. Replace that item with something that will sell for more money. Make that listing time worth it. 3, I told her, set up rewards for yourself. I hear so many people talk about that they don't like listing. Nobody likes listing. I actually love listing. And I think that is because I set rewards up for myself at the beginning. I really look forward to the time that I list. And I think it's because I set up rewards. Like maybe there is a show that I really like to watch, or a podcast that I want to listen to, or an audiobook. I will not let myself watch that show or listen to whatever I want to listen to unless I'm listing. It makes me look forward to it because I have a reward. I told her, yeah, look at this as great time. Like you get to watch a show that you're looking forward to while you list. Our brains are such powerful things. Don't frame it in a negative way. If you're like, oh, I have to go list, I don't want to list, that's giving your brain negative information. Instead, supply your brain with positive information that you're excited to go list. Push those thoughts out when they come, and instead go, oh, I'm so excited. I get to list. I get to watch this show, or I get to listen to this podcast while I list. Once you start getting a lot of sales also, I think that's another positive reinforcement that builds it. I keep a notebook and I write down what I list each day and how much profit I'm going to make. I think physically writing it down and going, okay, will profit $20. that will profit 25, that'll profit 30, adding it up and going, wow, I just listed enough to make $70 in this hour. That sends a really positive signal to me. Also, having that recognition of how much money I'm going to make for that time I sat down, very positive also. Number 4, I told her, when you are listing, be sure you describe everything very accurately. If there's a flaw, describe it. Be sure you put measurements in. Try to think about, if you are shopping, what are any questions that you might have? What kind of questions do you think potential buyers would have? Put all of those in your listing, because you want the buyer to look at the listing and not have any questions and just be able to buy it. If you have missing information, they might skip by your listing because they don't want to ask, or they might ask a question to you but keep shopping. If they find another listing that has all the information, they might go ahead and purchase that item from someone else. So be sure you set your listings up for success. That leads into the next one. If you do get a question, answer it as quickly as you can. I have found on the questions that I answer right away, usually the person purchases it. I think answering questions right away tells the potential buyer several things. First of all, they recognize how responsive you are. If you answer a question quickly, you are probably a serious seller. You're probably going to ship right away also. You want to catch them in the moment when they're shopping, when they're ready to buy. If you answer that question, they get the answer that they need, they usually buy right away. Say you wait 3 hours and they're no longer shopping. They might have found another item and someone already answered the question. Or maybe they were on their lunch hour and they were shopping then. You answer them later when they're home and they've decided, I don't really need that item by now. So catch them as quickly as you can while they're still online shopping and haven't purchased from someone else. Number 6, share your closet every day. I think people know that about Poshmark. You have to share your closet all the time to get activity. Well, Morgan had been listing for several days, working really hard listing lots of items, and then I checked her closet and she hadn't shared in like 5 days. And so I said, that is really great that you're listing, that you have to share also. Sharing does increase activity. I use a sharing tool to share my items, and Morgan has off and on. When she's been listing more and it's worth it to pay for the subscription, then definitely it is worth it. Getting back to the point where she'll use an automation tool again. But at that point, she wasn't using it, and so she needed to physically share. Number 7 is another basic of Poshmark: send offers. I reminded her, whenever you get a like, as soon as you can, kind of like the answering questions, send an offer. Usually she sends 10% off with $4.99 shipping. Also, when a person likes more than one item, I told her, bundle those items, send them an offer, and say something like, hi, thank you so much for liking my items. I sent individual offers to you, but I also wanted to create a bundle and send you an extra discount of 20% off plus $4.99 shipping. If you are interested, I'd love to have your business. Thank you, Morgan. If you would like to see the wording that I use in communication on bundles and some other things, just check the description box below and I'll write out some of it. If you would like to get some ideas. Another thing, you accept an offer and it says their credit card wouldn't go through, I quickly send a message to them and I just say, thank you so much for your offer. I accepted, however, it said the credit card didn't go through. Usually this means your card needs to be updated. If you would like to update your card, the transaction should go through and I will send your item off right away. Thank you, Debbie. Usually when I send that message, I get a message back and they say something like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I will fix it right now. And then the transaction goes through. Number 8, I told her, stay positive. If you look online, you can find so many people saying Poshmark is dead or eBay is dead. It'll never be the same. I'm quitting. It's horrible. So many people like to say such negative things and make it sound like doom and gloom and reselling is over. And this has been happening for as long as I have been reselling. YouTube, I don't think was even around. Before it was YouTube, it was like on eBay community chats, and people can get so negative. And I have found there are ups and downs with reselling, but usually it has more to do with me. If I list consistently, I do a really good job making sure that I'm sourcing items that people want, and I am regularly listing. I have had regular sales. If it was true that reselling was over, there wouldn't be any sales. If you look at sold comps, things are selling every day. things are selling all the time, but I think there's a lot more attention gained on social media when people are speaking negatively. I told her, just stay away from that. Like, choose who you surround yourself with. We all know that with friendships. Like, you want to surround yourself with people that make you feel better and uplift you and are positive and good. You consume all this content about how negative things are and how horrible it is. That changes your mindset. So I told her, just don't even listen to any of that. Just keep working hard and you will see the results, because really what makes a difference is the effort that you put in is what you're going to get out of it. So this is the advice that I gave to my own daughter, and it really has been paying off and working well. That is everything that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video and wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it so much. And if you're new and not subscribed, I would love to have you back. Just hit the subscribe button down below. And if you hit the notification bell, it will let you know when I release new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody have a great day. Bye.